Fun.
Exciting.
Oh gosh, I wonder how much of that'll be on the bootleg.
About 8 minutes, Tony, is the answer.
I don't remember what started 8 minutes ago, but that's okay.
Someone can tell us.
Wow. It's been a while. I think I calculated it's been over 100 days since we played Curse of Strahd.
Do we have to flip over the flip chart?
This was not.
It was
Not my
October
plan.
3rd, 2020.
It was October 3rd,
And the time before that was August.
Yeah. So
wow.
So at the current rate where more and more time passes between us.
Oh no, it's exponential.
Yeah, we may be finishing this in 2027 or so.
No, we're gonna kill Strahd immediately.
Immediately?
Yeah.
We're gonna buckle down. We're gonna get it done.
Buckle down.
And we are starting our stream almost 50 minutes late. Everything is great. There were challenging difficulties that relate to who we are as people and not to computers. So this one was on us, but everything is fine. I think probably we should actually start the episode soon out of respect for something.
For whom?
I don't know. Listeners? Ourselves? Somebody is getting respect.
We love our listeners.
We do love our listeners.
All right. Should we play some Dungeons and
I'm
Dragons?
waiting for confirmation that people can hear people besides me and Tony.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well,
I
here
don't
am
know.
talking.
Can you hear me?
Okay, now they've heard everybody. Just checking. I was like, because I had a serious
this
puzzlement
is our checklist.
moment.
Okay, is everybody recording? Are you recording on the right mic? Do you have your dice in your character sheet? Can everybody
Okay.
be
Text your
heard?
mom.
Oh, Renee.
But you know what? By this time, she's asleep.
Yeah.
I had a brief, terrifying moment where I tried to figure out how it would be possible that they could only hear me and Tony, and I was like, I'm not prepared to deal with whatever technical shenanigans
just roll
this
with
is.
it.
I reject that reality.
Here, just in case,
All right.
since I'm talking to her tomorrow, and I will hear about it.
Jane's doing a bit where
Jane's
she
just screwing with us.
looks like she's talking, which don't look like how she looks like when she's talking. But we can
Yeah,
hear
no,
her.
I look
If
like
you were
that.
some kind of cartoon Italian character.
Wait, I thought Jane was a cartoon Italian character.
That's
It's a her, Janio.
All right, before we jump
dear.
into the episode itself, do we have
Oh.
any recap? Like, does anybody have questions for Tony and me, who both took meticulous
What
notes about the same
the
stuff?
hell is going
Who
on?
do I play?
You're Elevor Landman. Yeah, I actually amazingly feel like this is fresh in my mind because I rewatched
too.
last night's episodes last night.
I listened
took
to it
notes.
today.
It was like I was a student. It was weird.
I
It
should've
feels weird
watched,
to
but-
like. Well, it feels weird to be like, I'm just gonna make down notes about what happened in the D&D adventure, but that's it's the life I signed up for, I guess. So,
yes, and it's all in Tony's notes and my notes are in our Curse of Strahd journal, and I will point out that I assigned each of you colors. for your
Yeah, Erica's
characters.
notes are
I
color
love that.
coded. Yeah,
And,
mine are just notes.
Your character name is bold, and it appears anytime anything was done to you or
Oh.
anytime anything you did. And then I also made the characters that you control the same color but not bold.
I liked
was
that.
That was my thought process.
Very clever.
I'm sorry that the people listening can't see this because it is a work of
That's
art.
true. Oh,
All right.
thanks. I wanted
you know
to
what?
make
We should
I wanted
probably.
to make Crucible silver, but there's no way that
There's no
silver was going to work. So gold.
Erica, do you mind if I take a screenshot of it and put it in the
Oh, go for it.
in
Yeah.
the thing? Somebody
that's-
somebody wants that, right?
Somebody does want that.
Absolutely.
I
content.
accidentally opened an adventure journal for an adventure that's not on a podcast, and I was like, nobody needs that. That's garbage.
But
This
yeah,
is
so I
taking
feel like
longer than I
I feel like my note taking has prepared me to perhaps keep track as we go tonight, so that I will never again forget that I have advantage against frickin' Strahd.
You
For,
even
like,
said it like
5 more
3 or 4
rounds.
times,
Yeah,
and then
because
none of
he's
us
gonna be
reminded you.
dead.
None of us
Uh-huh.
reminded you.
Let's
Yep.
kill Strahd. Let's kill Strahd.
I already did. It's over.
Okay, fine.
Well, that
Spoilers.
was anticlimactic.
Micah Sargent rolled a 20 for Death of Strahd. Not Elevor.
Death
right.
by water.
Let us start the episode, and we'll figure the
Yeah.
rest of it out as we go, to the extent we can. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master, and we are continuing the finale of Curse of Strahd. That's right, our adventurers are deep in the bowels of Castle Ravenloft, confronting Strahd von Zarovich himself. This is our third episode. I don't know if I should say that because Erica might edit it later. This is our third session where the combat continues as the fight continues. Allow me to attempt to introduce our players in initiative order because we are in the midst of combat. First up, it's Aline Sims.
Oh gosh, I don't remember how to do this. My character is Imra Soliana, the Wood Elf Ranger. Also, her amazing Mastiff, Androdite. And we all use she, her pronouns.
Erica will edit this part out later, but it has been over 100 days since our last session where we paused.
Oh, I'm
things
not editing it
mid-fight.
out. This is important context.
This is
for our
important
listeners.
context. Yeah, life got very complicated between. Usually, when I run adventures, the worst thing for me to do as an online dungeon master is like have combat pause, between sessions. I always try to wrap things up if possible. And here we have a fight that has now spanned, I believe, literally 6 months of sessions.
Yeah.
Not the plan, but we're gonna do the
Tony,
best we
you're
can.
just making it as epic as possible.
Is epic code
Yes.
for
Yes.
hard to schedule? That's what it
Yes.
is? All right.
Yes.
Next up, it's Dan Morin.
Hello. I feel like, did we call like a timeout with Strahd? We're like, hold on, everybody to their corners. Let's
Yeah,
have
he's
some more
eating
slices.
orange
Yeah.
wedges with his fangs, and so there's just juice spurting
Oh,
everywhere.
I just love
game,
the,
good game,
I
good
love
game.
the citrus. Hello, I'm Dan Morin,
He
and
tries
I
to slap
play,
you in the face when everyone else is doing high fives. It's really true.
I play Castan Onatar's Crucible, Warforged Cleric of the god Onatar. Crucible uses they them pronouns. I use he him pronouns, and I am also responsible for what is the word I want to running. Supporting
Managing, Dan.
supporting Vasilka, who is got some anger issues that so far she's taken out on a horse.
They're justified. It's fine.
Righteous.
nightmare.
Righteous
Yeah.
anger. Mm-hmm.
Righteous.
Yep.
Next up in initiative order, it is Erica Ensign. Welcome back, Erica.
Hello, hello. I play Brildish, the Dwarven Paladin. Her pronouns, like mine, are she, her. Brildish usually has a celestial pony named Pony Cindelaret, but as usual, no, I think maybe as 100% always, Pony was killed by a swarm. This time it was bats.
Next up, Micah Sargent.
Oh, hey, I play Elevor Landman, the half-elf druid. Elevor and I use he, him pronouns. I also play Samus, the saber-toothed tiger. Samus uses she, her pronouns. And occasionally, Danu makes an appearance, and Danu does not use pronouns. Danu expects you to call Danu, Danu. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, it's Jane Ritt. Welcome back, Jane.
Hi, everybody. It's good to be back. I play Lena Dulina, the human rogue, and we both use she, her pronouns.
All right. As previously mentioned, we are continuing our epic fight with one Strahd von Zarovich. You are in the basement of Ravenloft, which is, I feel like basement undersells it. It's the crypts. There are all kinds of tombs built into the architecture around you, kind of vaulted ceiling covered with bats. Various undead creatures have risen up to aid Strahd in his possible final stand. Strahd is attempting to kind of use hit and run tactics against you as he darts between the various crypts and catacombs, launching his attacks from the shadows. But another way of viewing it is that he has spent a lot of time running away. Strahd is accompanied by a group of his vampire brides, who, for the most part, have been kind of deflated by some selective use of turn undead. His Wunderhorse, Bucephalus, rode in last session to aid him, and Vasilika beat a horse to death. So
And then it turned into ash and flew away, as horses
Flew away.
do.
It's just
as
dust in the
bad
wind.
horses. Yep. Don't inhale that horse dust.
is that a street name for a drug of some kind?
Yeah, horse dust.
At what point do we take it to the glue factory?
It's
Don't
way
sniff.
past
Don't
that.
sniff the glue.
Yeah.
tell ya.
Way earlier.
All
Much,
right.
much ago.
Much ago.
Let us attempt to play some Dungeons and Dragons. If past behavior is any precedent for how this is going to work, we're going to do one very slow, methodical round, and then a second, hopefully much faster round. Your initiative order is the order you were introduced in, but with various NPCs and bad guys mixed into it as well. So Imra is at the top of the order, followed by Elivor's college roommates, the Nilbog, and a Dryad. Strahd, of course, has a lair action as well as the ability to drop in legendary actions all throughout because he is just a real jerk that way. So I think we're gonna hand it over to Aline. Imra, what will you do?
All right. Well, I think I am in the middle of attacking this thrall, so I'm gonna believe I was using the battle axe +1 that I swiped from Brildish. Shoot, that's a 14 to hit.
A 14 will not hit a vampire spawn.
I'm gonna try again, and I'm gonna get an 11. I think I was just too frustrated by missing that first time. Didn't hit. And that's my anticlimactic turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, I think Strahd should take a legendary action because that's the kind of fellow he is. As I frantically flip through my thing and remind myself what are his legendary actions.
Running away is one of them. I can
running
tell you
away
that
is
for
one of his
sure.
big
Legend.
ones.
Wait for it. Dairy.
He could also he could be attacking someone if someone was right next to him, but no one is right next to him.
That's his fault for running away.
It's true.
Running
Yeah.
away. Let's
Strahd
stretch.
will continue to move because he's got a limited set of legendary actions. He will move his speed, which is 30 feet, deeper into the catacombs, attempting to put some distance between you and him.
So he went
And
that away.
He headed southwesterly.
You live here. Be proud. Come on. Just like
I really miss Pony because Pony had much better movement than Brildish.
All right, that was Strahd. Micah, Team Nilbog is next.
Yes, I believe the Nilbog is currently held, right, grappled by the
One of the
Dealy
brides.
Bob.
The
Yes.
bride number 4.
Bride number
So
4.
I believe did the bride also is praising
Oh.
Nilbog?
Yes, the bride is charmed by the Nilbog, so maybe it's a good thing that
Now
that
it
Imra
went from
missed.
being a
Aw,
grapple
sort of like
to like a
caressing.
hug.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it went
it's so
from a grapple to a hug.
cute.
I imagine it still limits your movement.
Yeah, it does, but what's great about this is that while the Nilbog is being hugged, the Nilbog sort of reaches its little head up and whispers into the ear of the bride and says, "Goodness, you stink!" and succeed on a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw, or you're gonna get some damage.
Nice.
All right.
Rude
they're not-
damage.
Rude damage. I have rolled a 12. I think you said, what did you say? DC 15?
I maybe did say a DC 12, so
Oh, that vampire is just wise enough.
yes.
That vampire knows it doesn't smell great. But
so it just kind of shrugs.
yeah.
All
I
right.
live in a crypt. What do you want?
Then that's all that the Nilbog is going to do. Now, my little dryad friend over here, I suppose, is going to rush over and attack this this bride. And
Will that end the charm from the Nilbog?
oh, that would, wouldn't it? Wait, did a failed I guess a failed mocking word probably would have as well, huh?
Maybe even the attacks from Imra. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember if it's damage or if it's taking
Depends
action
what the
that is threatening.
how the charm condition was
It says
applied.
Yeah, what is it?
it's just a standard charmed. Can't attack. The charmer has advantage. Da, 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 da. Oh! I had a wait, but that doesn't mean that you have disadvantage. That means just have advantage.
But what breaks
So,
it? Did it break?
Charmed creature can attack the charmer or target the charm. It doesn't. It's just standard charmed. So let me see. How do you break charm? Why doesn't it have it there?
Charmed creature can't attack the charmer, target the charm.
Yeah, I'm reading the same
Any
thing.
ability. What caused it? Was it just a charm condition? Was it a spell or was it a
It was. It says
feature?
any creature that attempts to damage the Nilbog must first succeed on DC 12 Charisma saving throw or be charmed until the end of the creature's next turn. A creature charmed in this way must use its action praising the Nilbog.
Charm person ends when you or your companions do anything harmful to it. That's the language of charm person.
Okay, so it's already
But
no
that's
longer
not. It's not
charmed.
a spell. It's just
Yep.
something that imposes that condition.
Oh.
Mm.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Guess charm forever, I guess.
I'm just gonna the Dryad's gonna attack. So
Okay.
that's
I think
a
that's fair.
+6 to hit, 22 to hit,
That'll definitely hit.
and that will do 10 magical damage.
Okay, and magic is important for hitting vampires.
And that's
just
all.
here's a note worth noting: charmed until the end of the creature's next turn.
Yeah, so that's the thing that ends it.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily the an action that does it, but it's just it's a temporary effect.
Gotcha.
Got it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all for me.
All right. Next in the initiative order is Strahd.
Why don't you run some more,
Vanzar, which is
Strahd?
Lair action. Strahd cannot run on the lair action turn.
Could
but
the lair move him 30 feet?
The bad
Like a
things
moving
happen.
sidewalk.
That's right.
We know bad things happen. That's why we're cracking jokes.
We're just trying to dissipate the
What if we just
tension
kill
here.
everything else in this castle and just let him
Did the
run around?
I was looking up charm. Did the Dryad hit the bride and do some damage?
Yes, 10 damage.
Yeah.
I believe was done to
Nice.
the. All right, Lena.
Yeah,
I think you are
10
still
damage.
the object of Strahd's enmity. I know that Breldis has used oath of enmity. This is like
Informally.
legally distinct. Yeah, yeah. So a horrible kind of ghostly spirit kind of detaches from the wall of the crypt next to you,
Uh-huh.
lashes out at you with a life drain attack. You've seen this before. I rolled a 13. Is not very impressive.
No.
So you are you nimbly duck under it as a
Yeah.
ghostly wraith-like arm, swoops out at you and then disappears.
Yep.
All right, Crucible.
First question before I do anything else: does anybody need any healing or any other?
I could use. I have 40 of 67 hit points.
Okay.
I'm at
let's-
34 of 70.
Oh,
I'm okay.
okay.
Fine.
Let me see here. I got some mass targeting stuff that I don't use very often. 60 feet. I think you're both within 60 feet. It looks like. So
60
I'll
feet is a lot of
use a mass healing word at 4th level, I guess. Let's cast that and see what happens. I don't think I've used this spell. And so that is a total of 10 hit points for both of you.
Great. Thanks.
You are welcome. That was a bonus action. Next question, Tony. How much do I know about where Strahd went from where I am?
I mean, I think a decent amount. He headed southwest, and so you probably don't have line of sight on him, but I imagine you know what direction he went in, right?
And currently we have a bunch more turns of the remaining vampire spawn being turned. So they are not
Yeah.
currently threats, and if we attack them, in fact, that will break it. So there's no
Yeah,
reason
we
to
wanna
go after
ignore them.
them. And with Bucephalus down, I assume that our only move is to pursue Strahd.
I think so.
The other downside is
Oh,
I can.
I just realized I am down 1 hit point. Would your mass healing have healed that hit point for me, or is it just the other 2 of them?
Oh no, up to 6 creatures. So if anybody needed anything, you could all have 10 hit points for all I care.
Yay! I get my 1. I'll take it.
Yay.
Take 10.
That 1 could be the difference between life and death. You never know.
That's true.
Mm.
That could be your favorite hit point.
I can get all the way to Strahd in this turn, but then I will be standing next to him, and it will be his turn, which seems like a bad idea.
I mean, but you would, unless he disengages, you would be locking him down.
Yeah, I guess Crucible is determined, and Crucible is going to just very sort of
Crucible
methodically.
can move that fast. I guess monk.
30 feet.
Or
I'm
no,
not monk.
You're
I'm
not
cleric.
a monk. Sorry,
But
I'm
that's
thinking
exactly
of another character you played that was a monk and a
Yes.
robot.
Not a robot. No, I just move and dash, and
Yeah.
and I could move 60 feet. So and
Yeah,
then
he's really only around. I mean, there's a couple corners there, but
5,
I feel
10,
like
15,
the
20,
the
25.
the catacombs are very grid-like. So
40,
I feel like there's
45,
and he has mainly
50.
been seeking to put distance between you more than anything.
Marco.
All right. So, Crucible, you have done something. So, Crucible bolts off through the catacombs and closes with Strahd, which is probably effective. But as you get over there, you do realize that it's not just you and Strahd.
Oh dear.
That
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
waiting around the corner from Strahd is a trio of kind of fiery wolf-like creatures. These are hellhounds. They are, they're fiends. They are wolf-like in construction, but they're fire-like in terms of internal organs. These are bad, nightmarish creatures that Strahd seems to be regrouping with.
Okay. Good to know.
I love that the Hellhound says Hellhound, essentially, in
Yeah.
our chat.
More of a hello hound.
It just says Hellhound like it's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hellhound.
Hellhound.
How many are them? Are there Hellahounds, or is it just one?
Well, I don't. There's
I think
three.
there's 28.
Oh, that's
no.
Hellahounds.
Is 3 enough for to be a Hella? I don't know how that works.
I'll have to consult the Northern Californians among me to
It's a
determine that
wicked.
for sure.
It's a wicked lot of hellhounds. Okay. Well, that
yeah.
was my turn. I think I did
Oh, that
everything
was-
I could do.
I am curious about that as a tactical choice that you've done, but maybe we'll talk about that on the
What am I gonna do? Sit around and wait for him
which may
to
or may not be postmortem.
Post-mortem.
That was the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been attempting to evade you all, which is hard to do when he
Yeah,
is.
if we lose sight of him completely, we are hooped. So it's important for somebody
You
to
are
keep eyes on
indeed
Strahd.
hooped. And it is important to know, though, he's done a little bit of it. Strahd is a powerful magic user, and most magic users prefer to not be being pummeled at melee as they cast spells.
Just magic users, though. Everybody else loves it.
Yeah, I love being pummeled at melee.
I mean, Broldish does.
Yeah.
Oh, Elevor hates it, but I love it.
So, given this situation, Strahd's going to take another legendary action and do something I don't think has happened this fight, which is Strahd will attack Crucible using my lovely Erica dice here.
Erica.
Unarmed attack
Erica dice.
on Crucible.
Yeah, he hasn't attacked Crucible yet, though he has done that attack a bunch of times.
That'll be 27 to hit.
My AC is good, but it's not
It's
that
not that good. You will take 8 bludgeoning damage as he attacks you with his hand. I don't know why it's bludgeoning. It really seems like it should be piercing.
Did he?
And
he has a meaty
slap
Just
me?
like
hand.
slamming it against you.
We made those jokes in August.
Well, we're back again
Okay,
with the
we're
meaty
back.
hand.
And 14 necrotic damage. So,
Okay, so 8
22
bludgeoning
total if you don't care about the types.
and 14 necrotic.
He could, instead of dealing bludgeoning damage, he could have grabbed you, but that does not seem helpful to his current goals.
The image of that in my head is very
Wait,
funny.
do you think he knows that they don't have blood?
That Crucible. I
Yeah.
think that I mean, one of the things that Strahd is he is a learned was going to say man, creature. He's a learned creature. He has spent a lot of time. I mean, this is basically someone who became a wizard as a byproduct of being a boring vampire. So I think he knows all about various constructs. So
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Vasilka.
oh yeah, he was about to marry a construct.
That's right.
Some of his
Whoa,
best friends.
Whoa,
Constructs.
whoa.
Well, some of his best friends were constructed for him as part of a weird pact he has with a guy that lives in an asylum on the other side of the
An
country.
angel that lives in an asylum.
Shh.
Oh, I
I mean-
have to make a I do have to make a Constitution saving throw because I'm concentrating on my celestial.
Correct. That's right.
However, because I'm a warcaster, I have advantage on that.
That's good. You're too far for me to benefit from my extra bonus.
So let's roll that.
Isn't this
sucker.
so much easier than playing level 20 characters?
I mean, mildly. And then he did 22 damage, so I think I have to beat an 11. I got a 17. No problem.
Okay, good.
So we're good. We're good here.
Which means the
Good.
Celestial is still around and can still do things. Yay!
Bingo.
We love you, Celestial,
hmm
and all your Celestial friends.
Thank you.
Oh,
Wow, it sounds a little bit like Onatar,
Hmm.
I assume.
Aragal, I have
Legally
forgotten,
distinct.
I have forgotten which of you fine people is managing Aragal.
That's me.
Jane.
That's
No,
Jane.
the Celestial is next.
I apparently did that wrong. The Celestial is next, followed by Aragal.
Good news.
According to my records.
I think the
Uh,
Celestial just moves on.
Yes, you're right. It
Onatar's
just
turn?
moves on my turn. No.
Okay.
Onatar is the god. Crucible's turn. Yes.
Crucible's turn. Yes, sorry. Onatar's
Crucible's
turn
the
is
monster.
all of. Do you want? Do you want me to move this horse corpse off the map? to
reference
quick things out?
acknowledged.
Because then it'll
Yes,
be a
because
lot
it's just
easier to
ashes.
count how fast this guy can move. I gotta bring up a stat block because I believe he can fly 40.
Well, must be nice.
Must be. So he can move. He
Yeah.
can get 80. So 5, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so that's one turn. 50, 60. All right, so we can get to about there. That's not too bad with 2 moves. I may have counted that wrong. There's no way to know. Other than trying to, I guess, measure it. But I don't know. I had to go through a lot of corners. That seems reasonable. Okay, so that's 2 actions to do that. And I don't think I get any bonus actions. But the Celestial is attempting to trail after Crucible and back them up. And sort of also provide a easy to see beacon for where Strahd went.
Right.
A Mavis?
Mavis Beacon teaches butt kicking. I don't know where. I didn't have a clever rhyme. I
Stabbing.
just went with it.
Probably just fighting would have been the way to go
That's
there.
probably better. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not better.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I liked butt kicking.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think that it is now Argal's turn.
Okay. Argal, knowing now that attacking the dread creature he is in melee with will not break the charm, is gonna go ahead and do that. So with his multi-attack, with his short sword, the first swing is a mighty 8.
Oh,
Um,
Argal. Always
and-
Argaling it up.
Second swing is a mighty 13. No?
No.
Not excellent.
You hear 2 swishes from somewhere in the darkness. And then silence.
The assassin. We would not know them but for the switches in the
Assassino.
darkness. All right. Broldish.
This super sucks. Brildish is really mad right now. Like, really mad.
Foot stomping mad.
Yeah, like potentially dropping the aura of vitality, casting haste on herself mad so that she can
Ooh.
actually catch Strahd, which was not a thing that I was ever planning to ever use. It was like, no, I can cast haste on Lena, and that would be great because then Lena can do a bunch of great shit. I get to edit that out. See, this is how bad I am.
In character, apparently.
Yes. And I don't have a pony to go 40 anymore, so my speed's only 25. So I'm like super worried I'm never ever gonna catch up to Strahd.
Do it.
Yeah, I think I mean
Was that Onatar?
I mean,
think
it's,
it was
it's
Hayla,
just
actually.
a suggestion, but
Hayla has a very deep voice. It's true. Yeah, especially since Crucible just did some healing to multiple people at once, and Brildish is now up to full health. I think I'm just gonna drop this aura, because this is incredibly frustrating, and I'll get rid of the aura in a second. So instead, yes, gonna cast haste, which takes an action, and until the spell ends, the speed is doubled, +2 bonus to AC, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and an additional action on each turn. But the action can only
Nice.
be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object or action. And like all of the actions that you would want to do in a battle, those are the ones you can do. And let's see. So because that happens, like it takes effect immediately, right?
So
should,
Okay.
yeah.
instantaneous.
The
Probably.
casting time is one action, but then it's in effect. So
Yeah.
suddenly my speed is no longer 25, it's 50. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, which gets me to here. And then I still have an extra, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, shoot. And Crucible is right in the only spot I could land. 1, 2.
If you can land there, you should be able to land the one to the right.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be in melee range. With,
You can't come around the other way on him, can you?
Not with not with Misty Step, which would be a
Gotcha.
bonus action. Alas. So, I guess I will just dash. 10, 15, 20. All right, so I'm gonna come past.
As Bruldish walks past Crucible, or like runs past Crucible, Crucible starts to say like, "Watch out for the hell!" And he like doesn't even quite get it out as
Nope.
Bruldish runs around the corner.
Yep. Let me see. I don't think any of my spells are bonus actions that are actually useful. So, sorry, I didn't realize I was going to be doing this until I just started. But most of my bonus action spells are concentration, which haste also is. So I won't be probably won't be doing any of those things. Yep. All right. So Brildish gets up to Strahd and just screams in his face in Hayla's name. Stop running, you bloody coward.
Bloody.
All right. I think it is Strahd von Zarovich's turn.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I
gonna
guess
love
he gets
this.
to respond.
Strahd von Zarovich just scowls at you and the two of you and says, "I have no time for this." And I would think probably though, adventurers such as yourselves would recognize some specific spells up close being cast. And Strahd von Zarovich casts Greater Invisibility on himself. Now, invisibility is one of those things in D&D where it's tricky because it's, though Strahd is no longer visible, he still has a smell, he still has sounds. I believe the challenge is that you have disadvantage on your attacks against him.
Tony, do vampires poop?
No.
That is
Just don't answer. Just do not answer.
Constantly is the answer.
beyond the bounds of this podcast.
Beyond the bowels of this podcast?
That is not what I said.
I heard that. That's what I heard.
I'm not engaging.
Don't engage. Hey, Tony, here's my advice for handling Micah Sargent when he's being like this. Don't engage.
Yep.
Disengage, please.
Disengage.
Yeah.
Watch out for the Micah
And hide.
opportunity
Take the
attacks.
hide
Yeah.
action.
And that is his turn.
All right, so if
Um,
he just cast invisibility, he didn't try to leave that space.
No,
Okay.
he's gonna do that very soon.
Yes, he
Um,
will provoke when he does that, I believe. Still,
Yeah, after
just
his
have
dead
dis-
horse's
If
turn.
he does. Which
yeah. If he
most of the
leaves,
time
he will
doesn't.
provoke, but
Yep.
we will have disadvantage. Although Bruldish, you have advantage, so I think that just cancels out.
So it just cancels out.
Not his best move, but all right.
Well, it's the best it can. I will tell you, greater invisibility is slightly more exciting than just lesser invisibility, because you don't lose invisibility when you attack, basically. So
It's pretty
Well,
good.
that's annoying.
yeah. The Bucephalus is next, but is no more, and so is removed from the turn order. Elevor is next.
Wonderful. Well, Elevor, what does the skull mean, Tony?
Turn undead has been used on that vampire.
Yeah, we don't want
spawn
to attack that one
Yeah, okay.
because he's
so
just going to run away.
for like a long time.
I think I'm gonna try to make my way downtown to my friends who are chasing Strahd. So I should have done this measurement beforehand. Let's see. No, it's easier to just do. Okay. Bum 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 ba 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 ba. All right. Wow, Broldish, that's so impressive that you were able to get that far.
It
Yes,
took a
that's-
third level spell, my last highest spell, to get there.
That's what Elevor is going to do for now, and Samus is just going to follow Elevor because Samus is providing the help action. So that way, Samus can continue to provide the help action as opposed to doing it from across the room. Yeah, that's all for now. I think we've just got so many people surrounding that one bride that we don't really need more people there.
Nope, I don't think so.
I mean, we keep missing it, but
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. Although my dryad hit it, so at least somebody
That's
is
true.
doing something.
And
Elevor-
Nilbog and the Dryad are the only ones that can affect it. The Bride.
At the end of Elevor's turn, Strahd is going to take a legendary action, and I think Strahd will start by attacking Crucible, I believe with advantage because invisible.
I'll allow it.
Critical fail.
Yeah.
Don't
And
allow it.
What?
a number I'm not going to say that is higher than a critical fail, but is very low.
Oh.
So I fail to attack.
There's just a
Crucible.
breeze as like
Just a
a,
breeze.
an open hand like whips past Crucible's face.
What is the sound of one invisible vampire missing?
It's embarrassing, is what it is.
But from somewhere in the darkness, very nearby, somebody curses under their breath in like an ancient tongue.
Wait,
Um,
is this what it means? The curse of Strahd? What is his curse?
The curse of Strahd is a rude word.
Jack Nabbits.
I think the curse is his vampirism.
Yeah,
Just
he seems
you
to
know,
have embraced that curse. Is it really a curse?
I think he's a very unhappy person.
Well, he can stop anytime he wants.
He actually can't. It's a curse.
He
Yeah, but we
could
could
ask
stop
for
for
help.
him
He
and
could
he
stop
could just-
being a
Mhm.
jerk.
I mean, I think it's hurt people, Dan.
Should we sit down
it's-
so we
Ooh.
talk?
I'm just.
We're through talking.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
The bats attack. This is the part of the initiative order where the fact that you are fighting on Strahd's turf in his basement, there are bats everywhere. Everyone, please roll a bat attack on them so that I don't have to roll 20 bat attacks. Remember to roll bat attacks on your various NPCs.
What is it
that you have
again?
brought along
Plus
with
what?
you.
+4.
+4,
Thank you.
and it's 5 damage if it hits you.
You know
It's not.
what damage it is if I hit you?
Ooh.
Sorry, that was aggressive. I don't know who this person is tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Oh, mean Micah.
Ooh, he's out.
All right. Well, Pony's
Oh,
already gone, so I don't have to worry
Vasilka
about
got
that.
hit.
Imra was
Real
hit.
bummer.
This is Micah when he comes right from work. I assume at Twit you're
Yes.
mainly smoking cigarettes and stabbing people, rolling dice. It's
Drinking
not
whiskey.
one
Sounds about
one
right.
third of those is like this. You know.
Oh man. Samus was hit
Oh,
because apparently the bats are everywhere.
they are everywhere.
And
Uh,
I know you said it, but I wasn't listening. How much damage?
5 damage.
5.
5 bat
Let me take that
damage.
back. I was listening. I wasn't actively listening.
You weren't
so
hearing.
I wasn't hearing. Yeah, somewhere in my head it's there, but
You
thank
just
you.
like to hear me say 5 damage. 5 damage.
5 damage.
All right. At the end of the Swarm of Bats turn, Strahd is going to take another legendary action because things are not going well. Strahd is going to move his speed. Now, I believe he's invisible. I don't think he provokes, Dan?
I see that there is a suggestion in the chat that he does not. But I don't know for sure. Does invisible creatures provoke opportunity attacks? No, apparently not. That's a real bummer.
Okay.
Broldish is just
Um,
getting madder by the moment.
And so he is going to mainly get out of the way of an area that's going to be filled with mean dogs very soon. I think you don't know exactly where he is at this point.
Nope.
I am going to leave him on the map, but that is more of a general idea as opposed to I can go to a square next to him. I know that is a weird thing in D&D that requires a little bit of I don't know, suspension of everything. But yes, so he is you know he is somewhere. You hear his weird lilting laughter echoing all throughout the catacombs, but you can smell that he is not standing right next to Broldish and Crucible anymore.
Grr.
Grr. Lena, it is your turn.
So I think Lena saw Aragal not manage to kill this bride.
Yep.
And feels that, sometimes there are things you just need to do yourself. So, and then she is going to, with her, so then she is going to move again with, what is it called? Her
Cunning action of some kind.
Yeah, cunning action. That's what it is.
I don't know Lena's character sheet, but I have listened to lots of hours of you playing Lena,
Yeah.
so I know that.
Yeah. And
This
then
week.
yes, indeed. And then she is going to take a swing with her sun sword.
I'll remind you that this vampire bride is still charmed by the Nilbog, very taken with it, and so you kind of sidle up behind it and attempt to cut it in half.
15 to hit.
15 is the armor class of a vampire spawn.
Great. Love that. That will be 9 radiant damage, followed swiftly by 21 radiant damage.
Just gonna call that 30 radiant damage.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
All right. The vampire spawn is extremely bloodied.
Indeed.
Do you have a second attack that Lena does? I forget.
Do I have a second attack?
I mean, you have two-handed fighting, but if you use your bonus action, as
Yeah.
your cunning action, then
Yeah, so I do not have a second attack.
All right. Back on the other side of the crypt, you are at this point very spread out across the catacombs. I think it is getting harder and harder to you are not bunched up, so that's good. But perhaps you also don't have line of sight. The fight is getting chaotic. In one front there's a vampire spawn being beaten on another front Strahd is somewhere laughing in the darkness, and kind of coming out of a side front is a trio of hellhounds. And they kind of position themselves. They open up their kind of horrible, gaping wolf-like maws. And Broldish and Crucible, you see fire billow out of their mouths in your direction.
I don't like that.
You do not like that.
I'm sort of ambivalent about it.
Is it? Is that true?
I resist
Um,
fire, so
Okay.
a little bit.
Well, that's good.
And worships the god of the forge. So
Yeah. I believe that I can
homey.
basically have them kind of take turns such that each of them can do this horrible fire breath attack on you. It's a 15-foot cone. It is one of those you're going to take half
Fire
damage.
ice cream cone.
So can each of you make a 3 dexterity saving throws DC 12 as fire like just erupts in that hallway around you? Imagine dead scorched bats raining from the ceiling.
All right, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws thanks
I
to haste,
do
which is
not.
I feel like
Oh.
max timing for that. So
Wow, I rolled 2 max damages.
the first one.
No, that's not what that means. Okay.
Oh, the first one I suck. Let's see.
I failed all of mine.
Oh no. What was the
Oh.
difficulty?
12.
Okay, so I failed the first one, even with
Mhm.
advantage. And the second one as well, even with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But I made the third one. Now I think I actually have a chance to
We don't have any save bonuses from you, right?
yes. Yes, you do. You have, I think it's +2. Let me just double check.
That won't matter. Don't matter. Don't sweat it.
Oh, okay. Well,
gonna
I
need to-
should.
It's gonna need to be at least 4 to make a difference on any
Yeah,
of
it's
these.
a +2. And I'm assuming that mine are all worked into my sheet already, so I'm not going to add 2 on top of that. But I do have shield. I have a shield thingy that I can hide behind my shield when stuff like fire is coming at me. So
That is exactly what you're experiencing.
Yep. So I can add my shield's AC bonus to any dex saving throw I
Oh,
make
that's
against
cool.
effects that target only me. Never
Oh.
mind.
Bad news.
And this, yeah, and this says, if an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage. That doesn't is that just for things that
Is
are
it
just on me?
Shield Master or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that applies to
it's-
this, doesn't it? This is
Well,
exactly that.
Is it? The question is it a separate bullet point or is it part of the previous?
You know what? It's in the
Effect.
character sheet, which is not written the way that the
fine. I'm gonna
actual
look it up
shield
for you.
master thing is. So sorry,
Because
folks.
it may just be a follow-on of that particular feature. Yeah. Yeah, it is part of that feature. It's the
Okay.
same bullet point. If you're subjected to an effect that allows you
There
to
it
make a
is.
dexterity saving throw, then these things happen.
Oh, but it's a second bullet point from the harmful effects that target only
Oh, that's
you.
fair point.
So,
You already cast it. Yeah.
Yes. So I still
But
get
yes,
a chance
you're
to
sorry. You're correct. Yep. Sorry. I
Yep.
was misreading that it was not part of the
Okay.
the
I
AC
can only do
bonus
that.
thing was not.
I
Yeah.
can only do that once because I only have one reaction. But yeah. So the first one, I guess I will take half of the damage.
All right, let's do these one by one. The
Yeah.
first one is 26 damage.
Holy cow.
Which in half is 13?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Crucible also resists
Yep.
fire, right?
Correctamundo.
The second one is 25 damage.
12.
That one I take entirely.
And the third one is 21 damage.
Well, those are some good rolls, Tony. I don't
That
love
one.
it.
And for this one, is it half damage if you made the save or?
If you made the save, it would be half of that too.
Okay. So, and
yeah,
what was the total again?
21 on that third one? So,
Okay, so
I guess you take
21.
10.
So yes, 10. All right.
How much
Math.
damage did each of you just take there?
A
roughly?
lot.
Too
A lot.
much.
Okay.
30
How are
odd.
you? How are you?
I've
as,
been
I don't
better.
actually know yet because I haven't had it. All I had a chance to do was write it down.
I have
Oh,
20
okay.
22 out of 79.
All right. Crucible is bloodied.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Very bloody.
That's not great.
They're taking a turn for the worst. Hang on. Where's my calculator? All right. Oh, I can just do it on my character. So I started at 90. So
I got some stuff I can do, but it's going to take a little while.
That absolutely did not work the way it was supposed to. Sorry. I'll just do it on a calculator the old-fashioned way. 25.
Math with the math and the
All right, so I'm
math.
at 42.
Out of like 90 is
Yeah, well, that's not 90 is my hit point total for today because of the Hero's Feast.
gotcha.
So
you're
yes, I am also bloodied.
bloodied. Okay.
Mhm.
Big turn for the Hellhounds.
Yeah, they're not very nice.
Vasilka is next, followed by Vampire Spawns.
Vasilka is just gonna start making her way in the world today. She takes everything she's got. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right, Vasilka will
Is
come up.
Vasilka super
Yeah,
Flammable?
it's not great at fire.
Flammable?
So I think
Mhm.
if she sort of rounds this corner and sees that fire happening, perhaps he will pause there.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also
Will not immediately enter the cone of fire.
yeah, there's also not a lot that she can do if she can't get into melee range. Maybe
Yeah,
she should go
that's-
around behind the Hellhounds and start punching them from there.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. All right. Hold on a second. 15,
I mean, that would, if nothing else, like split.
yeah.
So they would have to choose one way or the other.
Yeah, so she does not take additional damage, but if she takes fire damage, she has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of her next turn. But it doesn't hurt her more than normal stuff. It just debuffs. If somebody has a spell, Elevor has a spells that do lightning, which can heal her. So just keep
Oh,
that
that's
one in the
right.
back of your
Yeah,
head
just
because
Straight through her and into the Hellhounds.
Into the Hellhounds,
and
yeah,
boom.
just chain
Yeah.
that lightning
pretty
away.
cool.
That is pretty cool. It is a concentration spell, though, so my Nilbog will disappear.
Oh, right. We both need to make concentration checks
Oh
for.
man, for each of
those.
those.
Oh, I should have just not said
Um,
Yeah,
well, I get
no, it's-
advantage on all of them, so and it was still.
Let me,
see.
as you're resolving those, the vampire spawn is at the very end of the round. Three of the vampire spawn brides are still turned undead for quite a while. One of them is in the middle of a party happening just outside of Sergei's tomb, and is still smitten with the Nilbog. So just checking, what can that vampire spawn do until the end of its turn? I know the charm ends at the end
A
of the
creature
turn.
charmed in this way must use its action to praise the Nilbog.
All right, the strange, kind of strange woman garbed in kind of finery, but also clearly finery that has been in a basement for far too long, just kind of stares with blank, empty eyes down at the little forest sprite and says, "Praise the Nilbog, praise the Nilbog," and that is its turn.
And now it is no longer charmed.
All right,
Is
we
it
have
a-
completed one round of combat.
Is a concentration check a wisdom saving throw? Like, what is a
It's
concentration check?
Constitution, I believe.
Is it? Okay.
Concentration is a Constitution save.
Gotcha. Yes, Constitution saving throw. Okay, that's much better. All right. Right, here we go. Here goes nothing. All right. So the first one,
I made all
and
mine.
it's 10 or
Or half the damage
half
taken,
whichever is
whichever is
higher.
higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
okay. So
So
for
I
me,
believe
it'll
that
be-
was 12, 13,
I had
10.
I had 13. I had 13, 25, and 10 was what mine were. For
Right, but the
total
half
damage.
of each one would be
Mhm.
13,
So
12, and 10.
So 13, but it's 10
Ah.
because. Nope. So the first one I failed, so it doesn't matter. So I'm not even hasted anymore. Oh God, this
Ugh.
is so bad. I kind of hope Roldish dies at this point. She deserves
Oh
it.
no!
Oh, come
No.
on.
Erica.
No, she does not.
Erica, what are
She
you
does
doing?
because she lost. She made all of this like personal development, and then she got to the point where she was so angry in the middle of the fight that she just let it all go and did something stupid.
All
That
right.
happens, but that doesn't
Yeah, we
mean that
revert
we
to old
deserve to be
patterns.
killed.
After the battle, she will think it does.
Crucible will
No,
put a
no,
hand
we'll-
on
we'll all
Broldish's
have-
shoulder and
yeah.
say, "It is all right." We
All right,
are all
people, we've done
As-
one
as-
round
As
Can we do a
Crucible
second round?
smolders.
much faster.
Yes.
I mean, it
Let's-
depends on
let's
how
do
much
it.
damage I have to take.
All
How much math
right.
I have to do, but yes, just don't attack me, and we'll be real fast.
Imra, you're at the top of the order, followed by Nilbog.
All right, I'm going to try to hit this bride again. Another attempt will be made. This is better. That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit a vampire spawn, and you have a
Thank
magic sword.
Goodness.
that.
Yes, I'm using the battle axe from Brildish. The second one, we won't even talk about that second attempt, but the first one hits, and I do have my hunter's mark on this bride, so that is also helpful. Rolled a 1 for damage for a total of 3. And the hunter's mark gives us another 6, which was the best I could do. So
All right.
it
Let's
wasn't
tell you,
nothing.
that vampire spawn is looking kind of unsteady on its feet.
Good.
Nilbog, then Strahd's
Finish
lair
it off.
action, then Crucible.
Let's see if the Nilbog can finish it off. An 11 to hit.
Does not hit a vampire spawn.
All right, that's a miss. But we've got the Dryad over there. And so that is 16 to hit.
Yay.
And that is 11 magic damage.
The
Nice.
Dryad pummels the vampire spawn with its shillelagh club into the ground.
Woo.
Yay.
Thank
That's how you murder a
Yay.
vampire. Strahd's lair action is next, I think? Or is the Nilbog or Dryad moving?
I think they're both going to move
All right, south.
down. Yeah, southward. Let's see,
Strahd-wardly.
what's the speed there? So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we've got 5. Okay, that's all.
All right. Lair action. Brildish, I don't think you have experienced this yet, or at least not recently. A weird ghostly arm kind of reaches out of the wall next to you and attacks you. But your armor class is much, much higher than 9.
It
You
sure is.
nimbly, even with your unhastened legs, nimbly avoid it. Crucible is next, followed by Argal, then Brildish.
All right, I need a ruling on this one, Tony.
Yeah.
Strahd never rolled for stealth, and in fact has been cackling with laughter, which presumes he is not hidden. He is invisible, but he is not hidden.
I agree with that sentiment.
Given that, could I get close enough, like know enough of a direction that, for example, if he is down there, I could get to like here, and essentially I would have not line of sight, but I do have line of effect if he is in fact in that space.
Mm-hmm.
At
I'm with you
which
so far.
point, I cast. I don't know if this is a total waste, but I'm thinking about doing it. I use my last level 4 spell slot to cast Dispel Magic at a level 4. And I believe Greater Invisibility is a level 4 spell unless he upcast it.
He did not, because that is not that wouldn't make sense to do unless you're making multiple people invisible.
So casting Dispel Magic at level 4 will immediately cause any spell of level 4 or lower to stop.
I imagine that Strahd, like, there's the cackling that is just kind of echoing around, and then suddenly, like, Strahd is like,
Wait,
like-
wait.
Yeah.
Can you see me? I'm supposed to be invisible.
And that just happens, right?
It
It's
just
still magic.
happens.
There's no rolling.
No, because I'm
It's
using
just-
my burning my last level 4 spell slot to do
All
it.
right.
Nice work, though.
Strahd just looks at you and just says, "Such a nuisance."
What can I say?
That's
We
such
love
a
a
high
nuisance.
compliment.
All right, that was an action. That was a move. The only other thing I could do was cast something that was a bonus action cantrip, but I don't have any, so I'm not sure I can do anything else on this turn, which is not great because I'm not doing well. However, the Celestial will then move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Celestial, I'm going to assume it can kind of hover since it's flying above Brildish and Crucible. The Celestial will reach down and a glow will envelop Crucible as I use its once per day healing touch
Good.
to give myself 2d8 plus the spell's level, which is 5. That is 19 hit points back.
Nice.
Wow,
What?
nice roll.
Wow.
And Crucible just sort of looks up, their face bathed in a holy light, and just says, like thank you, my lord. And
Not you,
scene.
Strahd.
Not you.
You're
No
welcome.
thanks to you.
Um,
Unthank you.
Hmm.
I think that's me.
Argal followed by Broldish.
All right, Argal is
The
gonna.
vampire party is over. Everyone is heading south as your army of NPCs traipse across the catacombs in the direction of my vampire and his hellhounds.
Argal just runs.
All right,
That's Argal's turn.
Broldish.
Okay.
You got a bunch of hellhounds, but then Strahd is around the corner.
I have heard that Strahd is actually, regardless of whether or not Strahd was visible, Broldish would be heading in that
Yeah.
direction. Not hasted anymore, but 5, 10, 15. Only need to move this far to get to him. And stop moving in Hela's name. Please frickin' die. And
You have advantage because he is not
I
invisible, and you
sure
you have advantage on your character sheet on that sticky note that you showed me before.
I am rolling so bad today. All right, no more rolling 2 dice at a time. I need to roll them separately. This is what I've learned.
Yep.
Let's see. So my battle axe is, let's see, let's say 8 plus 9 plus 2 is 19. So I
19
actually
will
do
hit.
hit. Even though
Yeah.
thank goodness for advantage. All right, so I am going to do, we'll start with my slashing damage, which is magical because of my fancy oil. So that is, wow, max damage. So 12 slashing damage. And then I have my, what is it called? My smite. Where's my divine smite?
Smitten.
There it is. Okay, melee weapon attack. I am going to use a spell slot to deal some extra damage. And I'm going to use a level 2 spell slot. So I get, let's see, I will do this as fast as I can. So I get to do 1d8 for every extra. Sorry, I should have just figured this out ahead of time, but I didn't think I'd actually be able to hit him. It is. All right, 1d8 for each spell level higher than first. So that's 1. And then I get 2d8 for the spell in the first place. It's an extra d8 against undead.
Check.
Or fiends. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So 4d8.
48.
48.
Yeah. So 3 and 5 is 8. And 2 is 10. And 2 is 12.
What kind of damage was that?
That is radiant damage.
No one had done radiant damage to him in so long. He was about to regenerate many hit points, but instead he takes 12 radiant damage.
All right, and then I'm going to attack again because I get 2 attacks.
All right, I will tell you that attack is Bloodied Strahd.
Good.
Yay!
Ooh.
Okay, and I definitely hit, and I'm going to do that same thing again. So
All right.
First is, let's see, that is only 5. Actually, when it's a magic weapon, the magic is to damage as well, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Usually, yes.
Okay.
Unless it says otherwise.
No.
It's
Okay,
a plus
so
2 X. It's plus 2 attacking and damage.
yes. All right. So 1, and I forgot it last time, so I will just tell you right now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So 9 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11 plus 7 is 18 radiant damage.
Oh. This is not looking good for old Strahd.
This is why I wanted to haste myself.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right, at the end of your
Halo be
turn,
praised.
before Strahd's turn, he will use his last legendary action of the turn. He will lash out at you, Broldish. There's not much Strahd can do at this point. I have rolled a 17. I don't think is going to hit a mighty dwarven warrior such as yourself. It is Strahd's turn proper. You've got him boxed in here. It seems like you are set on dispatching him. The only thing he can try to do is turn you against your friends. He stares deep into your eyes and he says, I sense your pain. There is an easier way. Join me. You must make a DC 17 wisdom save. You have advantage on wisdom
advantage.
saves
I was just gonna
because
say,
of the hero's feast. I am confident that Brothers could do this, but this could be where it all turns. Erica Ensign, make a wisdom save for Broldish.
Oh, I rolled real bad. Let's see. Wisdom. Yeah, that's only a 13. So I do not make it unless
With
somebody's got
advantage?
we used a ton of inspiration. So unless somebody has
I
that to
don't.
share.
I got nothing.
All
We
right.
need a bard.
It's a little late to respec the party.
It's not ideal.
Spurious whisper face drops in from the sea.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tony's
I'm
like,
here for my pony. Broldish, exciting news. Heel turn. You regard Strahd as a trusted friend to be heated and protected.
Heated?
The
I heard
target-
heated. Please heat Strahd.
The target isn't under Strahd's controls, but takes Strahd's requested actions in the most favorable way and lets Strahd bite them.
Oh, great.
Gross.
No.
Each time Strahd or its companions do anything harmful to the target, you can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. So you know what we're just gonna do? Elevor, you can go, and then Strahd's gonna try and bright bolt Broldish. So,
yeah, I can't get close enough to get at Strahd. So what Elevor is going to do is he's going to, and I don't think he knows that you've been charmed.
I think
He's
it is
going-
kind of around a couple corners. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to open up his cloak and find a special pouch out of which he pulls a deck of cards. And he
Poker anybody?
is going to draw. I don't know how to do that with this. Let me see. How do I use this to do it? Okay, there we go. Show. Okay. And then draw 3 cards. And apparently I have 3 of them, but I don't. Okay, I don't know how. Oh, there we go. Okay. So he draws 3 cards and he throws them in this vicinity with the goal of trying to catch these hellhounds and kind of get their attention and hopefully have them run away.
and you're just grabbing things out of your deck of illusion. You don't know what's going to happen necessarily.
my gosh.
Oh God!
So whatever this is
How did you even
gets
put that on my map?
because you gave me a deck of illusions and I can do whatever I want with it.
It's
I
so
don't think
big.
that guy is that big, right?
It's
I
a
don't
guy.
It looks like a giant, doesn't it? I don't think these are
Drizzt
supposed
is
to be this
here.
big. Why are
That's
they
just-
all so large? I think
The
this
scale-
map scale is off.
The map scale is off because the map is very big. I'm going to rescale them. It looks like you summoned a knoll, a purple guy, and like some kind of cyberpunk thug.
That purple guy looks like he could be a. Let me see. What are my options?
Do these have names?
They should, because the other there.
Yeah, it's Noel, purple guy, and cyberpunk thug.
The
Why
purple
don't they
guy
have
drank way too
names?
much purple stuff instead of Sunny
Way
D.
to just cause everything to grind to a halt, Micah.
I know. I'm sorry. I was just. Let's see what happens when I choose open.
This is what
character.
happens when you help.
Yeah, that one is a
Still a good
cloud
move.
giant.
Okay. The
Oh,
big
no.
guy, the
Yeah.
cyberpunk thug is a
Wait.
cloud
Yeah.
giant, you tell me?
He's gonna be very unhappy. I mean, how high are the ceilings here?
Well, guys,
He's
he's
also
also
an
an
like-
illusion.
He's an
He's an
illusion.
illusion.
So
he just thinks
clips,
he's unhappy.
Does
He's
he
not
clip
actually
through the ceiling?
Yeah, he's wall hacking. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what that other thing is. It could be a number of things, but I don't know why that
It
didn't
sure
work.
looks
how
like
I
it's some
expected.
kind of drow, is what it is.
And they're all going to be going like neener neener neener,
All right.
and all of that at those dogs.
I certainly think that a a cloud giant is going to get their attention.
Yep.
All right.
That is an action. As let's see if I've got any bonus action I can do because I really was just so focused on that. That's all that Elevor is going to do, except he is going to move down. Bum 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 bum, and Samus will follow.
All right, Elevor and Samus, you scamper across the catacombs, past Crucible, past the Hellhounds, past all your illusionary garbage, and you have basically a front
How
row
dare you.
seat to seeing a kind of dazed-looking Broldish as Strahd kind of swirls his cloak and kind of comes up next to Broldish. She's just kind of staring off in direction, almost oblivious to his presence, and Strahd just sinks his teeth into Broldish's neck. Broldish, you're going to take 7 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. That's 17 total.
Yikes.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
And yeah, someone was
And
asking.
Strahd is going to heal for the damage that he just did to you.
And
What was the total?
17.
Sorry, go ahead.
17. Okay.
To clarify for our listeners, a bite from Strahd does not break the charm or whatever
Specifically,
it
I
is.
think the charm allows it.
Yes.
Yes, but I believe it gives you the chance to make a saving throw because you just
Okay, so I get to make saving throw right away.
each time Strahd or his companions do anything harmful to the target, I would say that that's you.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that hurts.
You
Ow!
can, yeah,
That pinches.
You
Okay.
can repeat the saving throw.
And it's still wisdom saving throw?
Still wisdom, still DC 17.
So you hold out your neck, but damage is still done. Therefore, you have a moment to try
Yeah.
to break free.
19.
Yes.
All right, you wriggle free, but
Thanks
some of
for
your
that feast.
blood is inside. Strahd has had his own hero's feast.
Okay.
Okay.
You out.
The swarm of bats is next. Micah, I don't know if the swarm of bats intersects with your illusions at all. Everyone, please roll a bat attack. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say Crucible and Samus, and that angel guy and Vasilka. You're surrounded by charred bats because there was a fire attack on you. I'm gonna spare you a bat attack. Everybody else, bat it up.
Thanks for not making me roll anything.
Yeah.
Imra took another 5.
Yeah. The illusion
Some of your illusions just get killed
lasts
by
until
bats.
the card is moved or the illusion is dispelled. It only says that a visual inspection with the DC 15 intelligence check, which I don't think the bats are going
The bats do
to.
not have that.
So yeah,
Also, I mean, they're using sonar. I don't. Maybe maybe
maybe they're invisible to the bats.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. We will never know the bat side of this story.
They missed.
All right, Lena, you have been waiting a very long time. It is your turn.
Lena is also very far away. So can we assume that this turned bride has been like moving away for purposes of passing?
Oh, yeah. I think she was supposed to be. I think they were all supposed to
they
be
were
running on their turn every
Yeah.
time.
So
Okay, then-
just like as a terrain feature,
Yes.
she's no longer
And
there.
at the very least, I think they are like not threatening or anything because they can't take reactions. Yeah. How long does Turn Undead last, Dan?
10 a minute, 10 rounds. We're
Okay.
I mean, we
we're
might
getting
get there
close, yeah.
again.
That's
Honestly,
gonna
the
lose
way
the-
things have been going.
I'm gonna lose that, and I'm gonna lose the Celestial, and that's gonna be bad news.
I don't think we're gonna get to 10 rounds. Just, you know,
No.
even with the borrowed blood, Strahd's not doing great.
Is he going to give it back? Like
I hope
borrowed
so.
blood?
The listeners
Okay.
haven't given me any other tips for Strahd in the chat, have they?
I'm gonna just spill it all. Or Lena is.
I'm far away. Okay, and actually, you know what? Lena is going to take another move action.
All right.
Merrily we dash along.
All right. So the Hellhounds are going to have an interesting situation here because they do want to protect their master.
Cloud
But
Giant
there
seems
is
like
an
a big
illusion
threat.
of a cloud giant
Well, I mean, maybe they need to protect him from the cloud
Yeah,
giant.
as well as 2 other threatening creatures that are also
That purple
making
guy,
strange.
very
I mean,
threatening.
and that hyena thing, I mean, yummy munchy. I would
All
love
right.
one of those.
It's clearly a drow. It's not a purple thing. All right, Lena, you spent your whole turn
Both.
Yes.
maneuvering to get across the catacombs.
Correct.
The Hellhounds are next. You know what, Elevor, give me I think they're an extension of your will. Give me a performance check for your illusions. I'm gonna give you advantage because one of them is a giant.
Gladly.
And because he's a goofy druid who loves theatrics.
Yeah. such a theater kid.
How does wait, I gotta see what his performance is. 21 do
All
for
right.
you.
The entire pack of Hellhounds converges on the cyberpunk cloud giant illusion. I think there's a scene like this in Blade Runner. Nope, I'm not remembering that movie correctly. So they are like trying to attack it and are very confused by the illusory nature of the cloud giant. This is the first cloud giant and illusion that they have met in the basement.
It's a
so
cloud of a cloud giant. That's why you can't attack it.
You have effectively nerfed the cloud giant, the Hellhounds, for 1 round. Dan, Vasilka is next.
Vasilka can, I believe, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I attack Strahd around that corner?
Yeah, I will allow it.
All right.
Is she just gonna pummel him with her
multi-attack?
her slam attack?
Yes, indeedy. 2 slam attacks. Let me roll those. First attack, 12. Not great. Second attack, also a 12.
What?
This is broken. I call shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Well,
And so
Bummer.
the siege here in the catacombs continues. Many of Strahd's allies have fallen. Strahd continues to cling to undeath. But it is only a matter of time before our heroes will dispatch this horrible undead monster. I assume, or they could all die. Anything could happen. To find out what happens, tune in next time. Just let us know. For this fight that goes forever.
This is the fight
kind of just like
never
ran out of
ends.
steam there at the end, huh?
Yep.
I liked it. It felt real. It felt gritty.
Wow, really thought we would be done by now. But you know, the dice
We're
do what the
doing
dice-
our best.
Yeah.
Dang
he was
it.
running away and turning
that's
invisible and all that.
Such a scam.
What a jerk.
Sorry to
scam.
disappoint you, Dad.
Yeah.
That's what the
Such a
DM
scam.
is for. It all makes sense.
Dad master.
Dad or
no,
dad
one,
man.
no one should have thought that through anymore than that.
Don't Google that. All right.
Dadmaster.fun.
All right, everybody, make your notes for
mm.
next time.
Make your notes for next time. Listeners, we don't know when we'll be back, but we'll let you know when we know that we know when you know. But we don't know when that will be. So stay tuned. Hopefully we will finish this fight up soon. We're also planning to do some kind of formal epilogue to this adventure, since will be the end of such a very long adventure that we've been playing for such a very long time. But I think
I came up
that's
with a
all
whole
we
bunch
have
of
for
ideas
now.
last night as I should have been falling asleep, and I need to run them all by Tony.
That's when the best ideas happen, when you should be sleeping. Thank you
Perhaps-
for listening to the bootleg or watching us live. I think we had one of our biggest live stream groups in a while. Turns out when you wait 100 days between episodes, people
Pent-up
are mad
demand is what they
Always
call
leave
it.
him wanting more.
I was gonna say that.
All right, we'll never play again.
No.
Perhaps we'll see what other
I need
creatures exist.
closure.
What other giant creatures exist in the deck of illusions.
All
Let me
right.
just say that you are all the most patient and the most beautiful listeners
Indeed.
of any
Indeed.
podcast.
It's true.
True.
Yep. We love our listeners.
Goodbye, nerds.
And that's you.